Hi, I am Eric Cummings, and this is my initial reflection and plan for the Global Learning Project in TE 150. Um, I have the sheet right here so that it'll be helpful for me. Uh, so, my culture, I'm American. I was born here. I was born in Lansing, and I've lived in this area for my entire life. I am American. I am a Christian as well. Both my parents are Christian. I've never gone to church though because they were different denominations. So I am trying to learn more about that. But that's me. I'm obviously white Caucasian American Christian, and how that relates to education. I guess for my whole life, I've kind of been in schools with people who are largely of the same group as me. They have the same kind of identification as me. Most of them are Caucasian, a lot of them are Christian, and a lot of them have lived in this country for their whole lives. I never really met anyone with different backgrounds. So, as far as that goes with education, I feel like we have a very specific approach to education in this country. Instead of really specializing in one particular thing, except for in college, but in high school and all throughout my life with school up until this point, it's been more instead of specializing in one area, you learn a bunch of different subjects: math, science, English, social studies, and you don't really get a chance to really learn to what you really want to go into later in life in those earlier schools. And that's how it kind of was for me. And even now in college, you still have gen ed classes. So I'd say here in America, we kind of try and create a more well rounded educational experience, but that kind of squanders other opportunities to really specialize in certain things. Like what I'm specializing in is music. And one of the common philosophies that's going around the country nowadays, it's more prevalent in some areas than others, but it's that music isn't as required or adequate as other things, and I really disagree with that because I feel like music engages both areas of the brain. It helps you, it just helps you. It helps you to empathize with other people, and it helps you to get to know other cultures. Because I know when I was in school, when I sang in choir and we did band music, that was kind of the primary way that I learned about other cultures because we sang a lot of songs in different languages. We learned the backstory behind those songs. One song we sang was called Duerme Negrito, which was about uh, Mexican workers, and it was a mother singing a lullaby to her child, and it was kind of cool, and we got to learn about different cultures that way. So I think music is actually a fundamental part of education because it helps engage your brain, and you really have to think about telling a story with it. It's not just notes. It's not just sound. So yeah, that's kind of what I believe. I think people are kind of putting music on the back burner nowadays, which I don't like that. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this all day if I keep going. Moving on to the next thing, my plan. Who am I planning to interact with? Jong Woo. He is a student in our class. I talked to him on the first day. I accidentally dropped his phone. I feel really bad about that, but we agreed since he has my phone number, we're going to be partners for the Global Learning Project. Um, he's culturally different from me because he wasn't born here. He was born in Asia. I haven't talked to him enough yet to know where he was born in Asia, but I do know that he was not born in the U.S. like me, and it will be kind of challenging for me because I've never been outside of North America. The only times I've been outside of North America was when I went to Montreal once with my family, and when we were driving through Canada to get to New York. I've never been outside of this country for a very large portion of my life. So other cultures are kind of different to me. So this will take me out of my comfort zone because this is something that I'm really not used to. My planned interactions, I'm thinking about taking him to see maybe a band concert or a choir concert and seeing how people interact there. And I think that would be really cool because I don't know if where he comes from, I don't know if they have that kind of stuff over there. And then as for my other one, I think I might take him to see one of my favorite movies maybe. That would be kind of cool because I'm a big science fiction, adventure, fantasy guy. I like movies with that are intellectual, so that'll be cool. All right, I'm running out of time, so that's it. Bye.